This is an attack strategy Clash of Clans was forced to remove, and this is a glitch allowing players to literally sell their own town hall. These are 20 secret features Clash of Clans removed. And for number 1, the scariest looking Clash of Clans design to date. When Clash of Clans first released the healer in 2012, it was meant to look like a friendly flying goddess, like the one added to Clash Royale. So when the design ended up looking like this, let's just say not many people wanted to use it. This version was immediately removed and replaced with this design, which was later replaced with the current design, which looks much better than the original. Number 2, this is what the average Clash of Clans walls looked like, and these were blue walls. When released, blue walls were the maxed walls for Town Hall 10, done in a really cool electrical style. So when Supercell removed these walls in the Town Hall 11 update, it really sucked. They wanted to save the blue walls for a higher Town Hall and create something more on style, being replaced by these lava-themed walls with Death's Head edges, which honestly kinda made up for it. Number 3, if you played Clash of Clans back in the day, you know about rearming traps after being raided. That probably gave some of you PTSD. Not only did you have to rearm all of your traps, but also your X-Bow, Inferno Towers, and even Artillery Towers, which, by the way, all cost gold. Thankfully, in 2019, Clash of Clans removed all of this, and changed it so that your base would automatically reload upon logging in. Number 4, Clash of Clans used to allow you to stay online 24/7, meaning you would never get raided. While this was a tactic many no-lifes used to keep all their resources to themselves, Supercell soon discovered this, and added in the break function, which basically removed the online 24/7 players were using. This break function forces players off the game for a few minutes so that other players can raid them. And hey, maybe it'd be good for them to go touch some grass. However, don't cry yet, tryhards. There's still a solution to this, as if you really don't want anyone raiding you, you can just buy a shield for gems. Number 5, another feature removed by Supercell was the ability to brew spells using gold. While players nowadays can only imagine using Elixir to brew spells, back in the old days, Supercell basically only let you brew spells with large amounts of gold. Supercell removed this feature and replaced it with Elixir, because they wanted gold to be used for upgrades and finding battles, as opposed to making spells. Number 6, a few years ago, players came up with possibly the stupidest and smartest farming strategy of all time, the take my town hall and leave strategy. How this strategy worked was that players would create their base and then have their town hall on the outside, undefended. While this makes no sense, the idea was that players would only raid you to destroy your town hall, leaving your resources alone. On top of this, having your town hall on the outside allowed more space to guard your resources in the middle. This would allow you to get super rich without worrying about greedy players. So technically, it was a very smart strategy, at least of course until Supercell nerfed it. Supercell changed things so that the town hall was extremely valuable, meaning if you placed your town hall outside like before, you'd basically just give up a chunk of your resources for free. Rest in peace, farming. Number 7, while nowadays selecting troops is only used in preparing to deploy them, back in 2012, if you selected a troop, its target area would glow red, meaning as wall breakers attack walls, you'd see the walls they attack, and if you had a giant, all defensive structures would highlight red. A pretty cool feature that Supercell unfortunately removed. Number 8, Clash of Clans card designs used to look more like this. Why does the giant look homeless? While the Goblin and Healer look cursed, all the other troops actually look pretty neat. Clash of Clans eventually removed these designs and replaced them with this. Now that's more like it. Both Clash of Clans and Clash Royale have a habit of changing their card designs to more new and updated ones. That's one of the places they really do a great job. However, the old troop designs were definitely something to remember. Number 9, Inferno Towers used to ignore healing effects, making them destroy cards, even under the healer's support. This made the heal spell one of the weakest spells at the time, even weaker than the lightning spell. So, in 2017, Supercell removed this heal spell resistance feature, and instead made the Inferno Tower slower. Number 10, the Barbarian King used to cost 10,000 Dark Elixir, with the Archer Queen at 40,000. And while this isn't really a feature, when Clash of Clans changed these costs by cutting them in half, many people were angry. Back in the really old days, Dark Elixir was extremely hard to farm, with there being no Dark Elixir collectors even in the game yet. Because of this, getting 50,000 Dark Elixir to buy both of your heroes took a lifetime, making unlocking your first hero one of the most rewarding and memorable experiences ever. So when Supercell just randomly cut this in half and added Dark Elixir pumps, people who spent weeks farming Dark Elixir were mad. Number 11, Teslas used to do double damage against P.E.K.K.A.s, and while this seems like a weird feature, P.E.K.K.A.s have a ton of health points, and so having Tesla deal more damage only made sense back then. However, because of the low usage of P.E.K.K.A.s at the time, Clash of Clans decided to remove this feature, giving Teslas and P.E.K.K.A.s a fair playing field in battle. Number 12, similar to the double damage Teslas, the Eagle Artillery used to deal a whopping 3 times more damage against golems. Just like P.E.K.K.A.s, golems have a massive amount of health points, which make it an extremely hard troop to defend. So, when Supercell realized exactly how much damage the golems could withstand from players, they decided to buff up the Eagle artillery. And while this worked for a few months, it was later removed, as golem usage started going down the drain. Number 13. If you're an OG, you'll remember the legendary Global Chat. Global Chat used to be a place where hundreds of thousands of players would just go and talk to each other. Oh no, isn't that wholesome? Exactly, that's not what happened. As players had instant access to Global Chat after joining the game, meaning players would say some very inappropriate things without consequence, leading to players getting each other's personal information, people getting married, as well as just rudeness and chaos everywhere. Supercell had no choice but to remove Global Chat after many years. And while Global Chat was removed, Clan Chat is still an existing feature, and people still do the same dumb things there. Some things never change. Number 14. This is how chat messages look now, and this is how chat messages looked back in the day. You used to be able to see people's level on the left side of their profile, which was in reality pretty useless. But at the very least, it allowed you to scout out who the better and more experienced players were. So now, level 7 Pen Island, I will not be using all P.E.K.K.A.'s next attack. Number 15. This is Clash of Clans' old intro screen, but unfortunately, it was removed, never to come back. And while Clash of Clans has never really used the same loading screens, they've always been pretty similar. For example, did you know there's always a barbarian in every single one of their loading screens to date? The barbarian really is the face of Clash of Clans. Number 16. There used to be an extremely overpowered attack strategy using a skeleton exploit where you could deploy witches whose skeletons would trigger all the traps in a base, allowing your troops to safely cruise into battle, securing a 3-star. However, this strategy was later removed, as Supercell decided to nerf the skeletons' health points so that they'd die before ever being able to trigger anything. This also made it so that the skeletons couldn't even trigger traps in the first place, which is a double nerf for a troop that is literally already dead. But at the very least, they buffed the witch to compensate for the death of this strategy. So, everyone's happy. Number 17. Healers were made immune to air traps, meaning they could go into the arena without triggering any kind of unwanted trap defense. This made the healers too powerful, and so, when Supercell caught on, they decided to remove this, making it so that any kind of bomb or trap could destroy the healers. And because now the healers are gone, there goes the Archer Queen. Number 18. Wall breakers used to only target the walls nearest to them, making them useless in lots of scenarios. This feature was later removed, making it so that wall breakers charged into walls guarding buildings, and not just a singular wall at the corner of the map, giving them a lot more use in game. Now, wall breakers are heavily involved with the meta, allowing you to split your opponent's base right open. Number 19. You used to be able to farm tons of loot just with a few lightning spells. Back in the day, players would scan bases until they found someone with lots of good loot, usually precious dark elixir, before dropping a few lightning spells and then leaving, just like my dad. Supercell removed this attack strategy by adding storage shields, which would protect resources from being attacked by spells like lightning. Number 20. And now, the coolest feature Supercell removed, which was the ability to literally sell your own town hall. Now, while Clash of Clans has usually kept features pretty reasonable, when they added the ability to sell your buildings, you could tell they were in a rough spot. You could even sell your clan castle for 160,000 gold. I mean, that's a lot of gold, but that's not worth your clan castle. The sell feature looked like this, with a design that sort of looks like an explosive with handles. And while you could sell your defenses, resources, and clan castle, you still couldn't sell your town hall. That is, until a glitch popped up where you could sell your town hall for 800,000 gold. Imagine selling your town hall. Technically, nobody could 3-star you, I think. This feature was removed by Supercell shortly after its accidental release in 2012, and has never been seen since. And now, the only thing you can sell are decorations. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. Thanks!